Paloma?
Why Paloma?
No, why Eva?
Why Eva?
And no freedom.
No freedom? Well, right now, if I was to let it go, it will die quickly. Something will. I saved it already from an albatross, or a seagull. Seagull? Coming for this one, a seagull. Seagull, big Ava. Ava, seagull. I don't know. Anyway, seagull. And Nicholas. See? Oh, there you go. But now it is little, but when it is big enough, I will let it go. It will go free, just like the other two yesterday. Dos días antes. See, I came to Madrid, tres palomas. See, yesterday, one said, I said, yay! And then later, the next, the same. Beautiful. Our work is done. So, it's like this. Yeah. See? And because it's a gift for me to work with Avas, My frequencies are so high, my intelligence is so high, my communication skills are so high. This is animals are what's left over. Trees, rocks, spirits, waters, elements. People, their communication with me is pathetic. Absolutely fucking pathetic. It's disgusting. If someone could meet me in silence and remain in silence, we would never depart each other. That's also why I like to travel, because my life in America was death by how are you? Handsome, incredibly strong, incredibly intelligent. And all I did was walk into one how are you after another. But my vows of service necessitated that I would answer them in full. So I would do so. Fuckheads in America don't know how to share a coffee or a beer with someone who's answering all their fucking questions with answers that they don't deserve, because they have the questions because they're too lazy to do the work to deserve the answers. That's why they have the questions. And they need to ask someone like me who's trying to share his answers. He's making up answers on the spot for you, to share with you his permanent victory, so that maybe one of you will choose not to be a weed anymore and decide to be something else. Pick up a copy of the Bhagavad Gita if you want to figure out what the fuck I'm talking about. Or finance me to write a wonderful book for the first time in my life, instead of just eating trash and writing 10 books on my own in private and secret, instilling them along the way like gunpowder, lines of gunpowder, like the 1,000 professional illustrations I have secreted around the world, more than Vincent van Gogh. My shit's so big and ready to pop, it's fucking ridiculous. Rama, hi. Get to know me. Get to actually know me. And the way to do that is to get me out of emergency situations. I'm in a permanently emergency situation, but it's no emergency for me, The emergency is that you want something out of me without tending to me properly. You're doing the very same thing everyone says I'm doing to you. You say I take from society? Fuck no. It's the police that come and steal from me, left and fucking right. Steal my time, steal my energy, steal my opportunities to eat, take my knives. They say you can have them in the forest, but not in the city. What, am I this guy who has no fucking money and has 11,000 meals from the trash can? I'm supposed to buy a new fucking knife every time I go to the forest? I go to the forest all the fucking time, It's bullshit. It's basura. I'm an adult man. I'm a phenomenal adult man. What do you tell that sellout Bear Grylls to fucking come to Spain but leave his fucking survival knife? Retards. To elaborate, there's a phenomenal man named Dan Price. He's based out of Seattle, Washington, in Estados Unidos in the United States. And this fucking amazing man decided to cut his salary years ago from a traditional CEO salary down to, he made everyone, including himself, paid at about $72,000 a year. So what I'm asking you for is a basic Dan Price salary in advance, so that I can give you 1 year's worth of work and you can see what I can do in 1 year with one basic salary. And that's fucking it. You want to find out about my swastikas and why I wear them? I'll write you several books, make you several new paintings. Look, here, this is why I wear my swastikas. I do this all the time, Why do I wear my swastikas? To represent my sacred arts. Who else is pulling maneuvers like this? Wah! That was even better. Do you know how many years at this point, cumulative total, I've spent in the lotus posture? Do you understand that I stayed in my lotus posture, pissing and shitting myself until I couldn't piss and shit anymore, so that I didn't have to leave the lotus posture? Do you understand that I meditated so fucking long that Spirit said, you can't meditate anymore, Nicholas. We can't have you meditating anymore. You're going to ruin everything. Please bring your medicine to the world. Do you understand? How much more magic and medicine does a person need to be able to take a symbol, any symbol, and say, this symbol is mine and means me now? The ridiculousness is that Each one of you don't have any even remote, you have spare time and spare money to waste throwing rotten tomatoes on the internet at somebody that you don't even fucking know and don't have a clue about. Haven't even begun to understand. They're 40 years old, have 25 years on the streets, the entire fucking world, have overcome the potentiality of 3 life sentences in prison in America, and is only increasingly ever, 2 months ago I was investigated yet again for a murder in Reus, here in Catalonia, which is not España. Investigated and cleared, and still, left and fucking right, my name is slandered like you can't imagine. And people say they have legitimate information. They say I have first-hand accounts about this person raping me or whatever bullshit they come up with. But then they corroborate their bullshit by saying he kills dogs, he kills people, with positions they can't possibly substantiate, which only reveals that their position, their initial story is utter bullshit as well. It's okay, I completely understand why this occurs. And the best explanation I can give for it is that my victory is so permanent. My disruption of the demonic realms, so phenomenal, that they will throw whatever they can through whatever available vacant human body and mind they possibly can to overcome me, but they will not. There is nothing to be able to overcome me. It's just not possible. I'm walking perfectly into my own perfect celestial abode, never to return, having chosen only this life to do all my edits here on this planet, because like Grendel and Beowulf, I said no to the creation ceremony in the first place, from the get-go. No, don't do this. It's a bastardization. It's not going to help. It's going to make things worse. But for it, I was shunned and kept out. That's why I used the swastika symbol, the first swastika ever drawn, cut with one claw on the womb of the entire material creation. And as I did so, rainbow, pearlescent, and I entered the womb to take one form, one human form, so that like a stone skipping once off the surface of water, boom, from before the beginning, one skip all the way back out to after the end, with perfect continuity. That's what Tantra is, continuity, perfect continuity, only ever embellishing itself, perfection self-perfecting, the enlightenment of enlightenment itself, the enlightenment of all enlightenments. Nice to meet you, nice to meet you. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm being Grendel, coming in to the created realm to make all my edits here exactly the way I mean to and want to, so that when I depart, I know what edits have been made and I'm never called to return. I fucking hate this place. Fucking abhor this place. And it isn't for the birds and the trees and the waters. It's for you people. It's for you people on the fucking internet. You don't work, you don't fucking contribute. You have such a disgusting, under-disciplined life that all you have left is to If your nuts were even nearly as big as your fucking thumbs, you would fucking do something. But how am I living over and over and over again everywhere I go? 25 years of this on the streets, 25 years of, more than that. I ran away from home at 14 because I was dealing with this. False accusations, exceptional violence, it's all documented. I was tied up by my father with mountaineering ropes at the, crescendo, at the height. At 14 years old, tied with mountaineering ropes, beaten until my arms were out of my sockets. I was spitting blood and my ears were twice the size. Twice the size, their natural size. That's all documented. Because he's trying to beat the devil out of me. Because I was the one walking with God, and he was jealous. So now he's an old dying man, just like my mother, the abuser as well, old dying woman. So why do I wear swastikas? What does it take for a boy to take refuge in a symbol that feels the same way as he does? It says, I mean everything that is beautiful and wonderful the whole world over. I always have, I always will. And yet in this time and era, I am represented in this way and primarily, almost exclusively known in this way. Fine, then I will team up with the elements that are just like this, and together we will do the undoing work. And that which is weeds and dust will be blown away. That's wheat from chaff, Ha, okay, fine. Hang on, let me see if I have something. Oh, you're getting this. This is for you. This is for you.
Oh, well, I like it. Okay.
This is, look, it means something. It's real. I know it's just a little, it's real. That's for you. Someday I will do a better one for him, a professional drawing from me.
Genial. De hecho, si se hace más famoso tendrá hasta mucho valor.
Gracias. There we go. One of my favorite memories in my whole life, I promise you, will be the night we spent in the field in Avla, and near to your village, the night we spent in the field. One of my favorite things in my whole life, ever. The National Guard in Zaragoza or whatever it is, they took the ceramic white knife, black-handled knife that we found in the basura. I almost. I have a gift for you.
Es muy, muy especial.
See, I knew it was yours. Shortly after, and I carried it for you. No, see. This is a gift for Paula.
Y malo que no lo podrás utilizar hasta dentro de un rato, pero bueno.